Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes! My name is Sonia, your fangirl and a half shell, and welcome back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays. And I honestly can't believe this. Like, I feel like this is like, I promise you, this is not some weird bait and switch. I don't even know, like, what I would get out of this. We just finished up with what I thought was my last Turtles of Grayskull video. I had this big emotional, I got emotional, and it was like just so, it felt so final, because I didn't think that I would see what we're looking at today actually in stores. I know that there was like pre-orders that sold out for like whatever their collector-cons were at Walmart, and I just kind of assumed that if they had released in store, they'd already been gone. So literally last night, time of this recording, literally last night, me and my girlfriend went grocery shopping, and as we are wont to do because we're big fun nerds, we checked out the toys, and sitting there on the peg hooks was the guy I never thought I would get. We got Leatherhead, baby! We got the Cajun Gator that we all know and love, and we're going to unbox him, we're going to look at him, and I'm really, really hyped. Like, look at this guy. I did not think I would be holding this in my hand. I thought that if I ever did, it would be because somebody, like, donated, or because somebody gave in to scalper pricing, which you should never do. Never, ever give in to scalpers. I'll probably get into that in a whole nother video, because given the whole Pokemon situation, I have a lot to say on that. But we are here for happy things, we are here for fun things, and we are going to look at Leatherhead, the master of tracking and trapping. So, we got in here, we've got this awesome art, as always, on the back of the box. Now, I do have one complaint about the art versus figure. You can see that he's got this really cool, like, translucent metal purple chain attached to his bear trap, or turtle trap, or mutant trap, whatever you want to call it. All things probably apply. The figure itself does not come with the chain, it just comes with the trap. I think that's a bit of a miss already, just kind of going in, because it looks really cool on the back here. And just thinking about, like, other iterations of Leatherhead that I own, I have the NECA version that came with Slash in that 2-pack, and his has a chain that's really cool for, like, posing and doing other kinds of, like, photography with it. Adds a lot of character to the accessory, so I'm a little bummed we don't have it, but I can't be too upset because we got Leatherhead. Honestly, he's one of my favorite Turtles villains. For me, he kind of, like, occupies the space of, like, Slash, where he's another evil reptile. And I say evil, which is interesting, because in most iterations of Ninja Turtles outside of the 97 cartoon, and things that are derivative of the 97 cartoon and toy line, like this line right here, he's actually a hero or an anti-hero. He's not strictly villainous. The Archie comics, he's not a villain. The 2012 animated series, he's more of an anti-hero. So he really kind of, like, runs the gambit here of, like, different alignments. He's, like, one of the few characters in Turtles to have different alignments throughout different iterations, which makes him kind of special. But I do love, he's got such a cool, simple design. Just mutant alligator that's also, like, an Everglades trapper. Like, it's so cool. And so let's go ahead and bust into this. But before we do that, let's read the back of the box here. The mutated man-gator spent his life hunting down the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles everywhere, from the sewers to the Everglades. Krang and Shredder summoned him to cross dimensions and make sure the Turtles don't get in the way of attaining the power of Grayskull. So you see him down here, and it's got a great... It's actually fun, because we see a pre-mutated, or a pre-fused Bebop and Rocksteady back here before they become 2-Bop-Steady. I love that he's got the mutated He-Man down here, caught in that trap, with Shredder just kind of, like, presiding over everything. Like, it's a really cool piece of art. I actually would love it if they actually sold these as, like, posters, or, like, those metal wall posters, or even just paper ones, anything. I would love to hang these, like, full-sized in my house. But let's go ahead, grab our scissors, and get to clipping here. Oh, that's right. These don't have tape. No, there's some tape. There's some tape on this one. I thought I saw tape. There we go. Cool. So let's pop him open here. Get our card out here. If you remember from my other videos, that the deluxe figures, of which this is considered deluxe, they don't come with a comic book, they just come with a really cool, like, what do I got? Like, stats card. Like, a really cool stats card. So there is Leatherhead, looking super cool. And let's look at his stats card for the Master of Trackin' and Trappin'. His mutagen master powers are, he's ornery as a swamp gator. I cannot say ornery and not dip into that sort of like Cajun or Southern accent. It's such a fun word. Can track anyone no matter what planet. Vicious combination of strength and stealth. And his mutation power, since this is one that's not actually fused with another, like an actual Master of the Universe character, it's just going to go over everything with Leatherhead. So his mutation, from gator brain to human intelligence, and his power trap can capture even the strongest in the universe, which we saw in the back of the box, where he captured He-Man. Do I have any... I don't think I have any ties. He should just pop right out here. So we've got his trap. We've got his hat. We've got his tail. But, ooh, that's pretty... It's pretty rubbery, actually. It's got a nice bend to it. I don't think it actually has wire in it to actually pose it, though. No, it doesn't pose. It's just one piece. I kind of wish there was some wire in here to kind of bend it and pose it a little bit. And let's get let's get him out here. Oh, that is... Alright, so let's pop the tail on first, because we can't have our Leatherhead without a tail. I also want to know how easy this is going to be to pop in. It's a simple ball joint, which is going to give it... It's not it's not actually a hinged ball joint. It's just a... There's no hinge on this ball joint. It's just a stuck ball joint, so there's not going to be much rotation on this tail. Like, you can't do a whole lot with it. You can turn it, yeah, just to pivot on the joint itself, but to try to, like, pull it out or, like, do much more with it, you're not. He's got his normal articulation here. His helmet's falling off already. But there is Leatherhead. This is jaw. Oh, please tell me his jaw's open. Yeah, jaw's open! I was kind of bummed when it looked like Two Bop Steady's mouth would open and they didn't. This helmet is very loose on here. He comes with his little Eternian helmet. Pop that off for right now and give a good look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's so cool. He's got just standard articulation. This is nice. This will pop off too, but his, it's a nice rubbery texture on this too, which really allows him, doesn't actually need to, but like on a lot of the other figures we've seen, they've got like the more stiff plastic armor and stuff. So it's nice to have somebody who's got full range of motion here. He's got a little ankle up and down. He's got the twist there. He's got actually a lot of nice articulation. He'll probably stand perfectly great because this tail is an amazing little post or stand there. Got the head. He's a little loose, but not bad. Very cool. I love like the little. It's almost like a Craven vest. I know it's like a hunting vest, but I just love like the little spikes or teeth or whatever in here. It's really cool. So yeah, he can wear this little helmet. His little Eternian helmet here. Or he's got his much more traditional gator hat, his very Crocodile Dundee hat, which I think the pun was intended. And then we get to the really cool power trap in here. This thing is awesome. It's very translucent. The light blue in here is super translucent. That's cool. It opens and closes. Very reminiscent of his... Oh, it's actually kind of pointy, actually. That actually kind of hurts a little bit. Very reminiscent of... Oh, I love that it pivots here. Like, it really does. You can do a lot with this. It's a very reminiscent of his original accessory on the Playmates line, where he also had a bear trap. This should fit in either hand pretty well. Let's see if I can get this in here. He's got, like, almost gun... You can see, kind of almost like pistol hands. Like, they're very, like, it's much more for gripping like a pistol. Like, especially like this finger here feels very trigger finger. But yeah, you can hold that in either hand. This thing is huge. This thing is bigger than his head. This thing is crazy huge. Crazy cool. Let's see how he looks like with the hat. See if that pops on any better or stays on any better. I wish there was like a little peg or something to kind of pop it in there, because these don't stay on super well. I wish that it did, because it's just a little piece of molded plastic to fit over top. I don't know. I like him better with the hat. The hat looks great. The hat is much more classic. Or do I like him better with the helmet? And the helmet definitely does scream more He-Man, but I'll be honest, I like him with the hat better. I'm a little dumb purist. I like him better with the hat, and it just looks so much more Leatherhead. Oh, that screams Leatherhead. That's so cool. And this was an interesting one because, like, as we've seen, all of the other villains have like a mashup feel to them. Like, his only mashup is this big, very Eternian looking trap. And I'm not complaining. This is a really cool figure. I'm sorry. It's been snowing and routinely less than 10 degrees in Columbus, so I do have a little cough, and I do apologize. But yeah, he feels the least Motu of any of these figures, and that's not a bad thing. Especially if you're not really a fan of the mashup stuff. I think this would be a great Leatherhead just to get. Because like I said, you can see, like, his boots, all this looks like normal Leatherhead. Like, if I take the power trap out of here, if I can, because he really does not want to let go of this thing, like, it really does look like a normal, like, kind of stylized version of Leatherhead. And I think this is a really cool figure. It is questionable as to why he's, they decided to use just a regular Leatherhead for this line when you got, we have the Too Bad Bebop and Rocksteady, we have the Krang, who is, I can't remember the name of the creature. Go back and watch my Krang video for me to tell you who he's fused with, because I don't remember. It's like a big ogre creature. Like, even Shredder has much more of, like, sort of a Skeletor, or like that Master's armor type vibe. And all Leatherhead really has is this little helmet. Like, that's the only thing to give him, like, this little American Gladiator's pointy helmet to kind of make him look, now he's one of the Masters of the Universe. He's one of the evil horde. But yeah, like, jokes aside, this thing is so cool. It's so awesome. And I'm super, super stoked to have it. Like, this is going right up on the shelf with the other ones. And I know I did a whole big spiel about, like, the fun, the journey, and everything. I'm not going to repeat myself. But this finally is most likely going to be our last Turtles of Grayskull video. For real this time. And again, it's been super cool. I am so excited to be able to come back and say, hey, surprise! we did this. So there he is. He is so cool. I don't have much more to say. I'm so stoked to have this guy. Like, weird hat falling off aside. Because, the hat doesn't stay on. The helmet doesn't stay on. And I wish he had a chain. But these are minor nitpicks to have this so cool. Like, I love the gradient. Like, on his face, there's like a little bit of purple. There's like a little bit of purple down here, like on the jaw, like on the back of the back of the mouth. Like, he looks so cool. Yeah, I mean, okay, I guess this is very Masters. The loincloth. That's about the only other thing. He's wearing pants he's wearing loincloth instead of pants. That's about the only other Motu thing here. But he looks awesome. Like I said, this is a great addition, even if you don't like the mashups. This is an awesome figure, not very mashup-y, but really cool and really solid. So if you guys like what I do here, and you just like to watch me ramble and info dump about my absolute favorite franchise, give me a like, subscribe, hit, leave a comment. All that stuff helps me reach more people and, be seen by a lot more of all of you, get more fans, and get to do more of what I love. So, until next time, I've been Sonia, and I will see you on our next Teenage Mutant Ninja Thursdays, and I can assure you that one will be more than meets the eye. Bye!